cause I be busting the dope moves. But the problem stay the same. How you riding for the cash when you ain't riding in my lane? Shorty all about a paper, so your mixture look the same. In the game I play the lane like Eddie Kane, cause I be busting the dope moves.
I'm saying it both ways.
But what I'm explaining to you is that both ways ain't the same people. If it went, but even if both ways both happened, they're not.
I still don't believe in that Bering Strait nonsense. But yes, it is very close from Russia and Turkey and all.
And
that,
that's where they say
that's
where they say the people come from, Siberia.
Even then, like I thought it was on the other side. Like this Bering Bridge or whatever the fuck they calling it, man. That shit, they tripping because they told us it came from the other side.
Nah. They came from the Alaska side. Paco, they ain't tell you that. That's how you interpreted it. The Alaska side.
Is how I interpreted it.
Yeah, you interpreted it wrong. The Alaska side is the right side because you got the Alaskan Eskimo. He's part of them people.
They said he got lost in the sauce.
No, he just never made the trip.
From the other side.
He just never made the trip into North America. He stayed in Alaska. And he went to Canada. So you got different versions of him. The Eskimo, the Inuit, and it's like two other words.
Probably the same Mongols took over the black Eskimos and every fucking thing else on that fucking side. Every fucking thing else.
They all come from the same people.
Took over. It's their story.
But the black people never took over in America. That's not truth. We never ran this joint.
Over here.
If we did,
especially down south.
If we did, Paco,
if
we did, it was before they came. When they came, they became the majority at the end of their
Mongols always was taking the fuck over. They fucking Mongols.
No, they was running from the Mongols.
Yeah, but they the Mongols too.
You're right to a certain extent. They are mixed with them people. You're correct. They are mixed with them people. That's a fact. Just like they're mixed with the motherfucking the Chinese in them.
Yeah.
They all come from the same archaic people.
It's easy to get the fuck over here from there.
Right.
It's fucking easy.
Right, and I'm with you. The whole thing is what you feeling, what you not including in your thesis. Paco was already people in that region. Anybody who was going to come that way would have had to pass through the hundreds of thousands of different peoples from Russia to Siberia.
That shit is hard.
No, I'm not, but I'm not even talking about the land. I'm talking about the different tribes and different peoples and different cultures you will encounter along the way. The reason those specific people came to the Americas because they was already there when the ice bridge froze. They had already lived there. They already knew about that land, but they themselves, even if other people were, they were not sailors.
And the Africans was all over that fucking continent, the whole fucking thing.
Nah, it ain't no evidence of Africans in Siberia, brother. Nah, brother, there's no evidence of Africans in Siberia at all. All right, so we know we didn't get there that way. That's why I said if somebody was to tell me that we sailed there before Native Americans come, okay, I'll listen.
That just wasn't our twist though. They was there. It just wasn't most people twist to be up in that area.
Nah, but what I'm saying is them other people was up there in force, my nigga. They was thick. That was their land.
Yeah.
That's my point. So anybody who come up there, you gonna be encountered by multiple different tribes of these people all over.
White people before they was white. Yeah.
Exactly. Some white people do come from those people. Correct. Absolutely. Now we getting it. So when we talk about black people,
getting it finally?
No, you getting it finally. So when you talk about black people,
it's my same story.
So when you talk about black people, apply the same methodology. When you talk about
black people, because black people was in Russia and Turkey, right where that
I'm not disputing that, but where did they come from? They all came from Africa.
Black folk.
Paco, civilized to you, we don't have no proof of a civilization there. There's nothing.
Oh God.
Paco, there's nothing built. The oldest thing built in Europe or Asia.
All right, study Russia first and then come have this conversation with me.
What in Russia is as old as Egypt?
Putin can tell you this
nothing
shit.
in Russia is old.
Putin can tell you this
nothing
shit.
in Russia is nothing
Putin
in.
Call me that nigga, not nigga.
But you
like that nigga.
I sent you all of it today. When you start talking about white people in Asia, you talking about Indo-Aryans. I just sent you everything today. I sent you the whole story. Proto-Indo-Europeans, Proto-Indo-Aryans. Two different peoples. Now the people.
Yeah, the Proto-Indians was us. That was the first
No, the Proto-Indo. I'm talking about Proto-Indo-Europeans, not Proto-Indians.
Oh, India. All right.
Yeah, I'm talking about Europeans. So what I'm saying is the Proto-Indo-Europeans and the Proto-Indo-Aryans are the same era, but they're different peoples because one come from Asians and one come from Caucasoids. Now, the people in North Africa that you love so much, these people come from Middle Easterners. They come from
India. Yeah.
Right. No, their ancestors come from India. They come from where you said the other day, Iran, Turkey. You're correct. You're correct about where those.
Correct a lot. I'm the nigga.
No, you're correct about where Afro-Asiatics come from. You're incorrect about you being an Afro-Asiatic. You're not. You're an African. You're a watered down African. You got Native American in you. You got white in you. You got mixtures of Native American, white, and black in you. You have multiple different Africans that will be inside of you, as all the slaves owned by one particular person were not from the same part of Africa. This is why it all makes sense when they tell me I'm multiple different Africans, as well as a mixture that you'll only find in America. I'm a mixture that is frequent in America. This mixture exists in America, in the Caribbeans, in South America, and North America. This mixture, but it don't exist in Africa. Because these,
I still keep my Mayan type phenotype, so fuck it.
But you gotta realize, the Mayans, this is what I told you before. The Mayans come from their culture. The mixing comes from the Olmecs. So if the Olmecs really are African, like we, or black, like we both think.
Man, only people that say is white scholars, white supremacists, like they don't fucking know. Even they say they don't.
No, the only people who say that is black scholars. White scholars say the opposite.
African.
Paco, white scholars say the opposite. White scholars say they're Native Americans from Asia. That's what I was telling you the other day when we was having our conversation about.
They're aware. Them people that you're listening to at this time is.
So what I'm saying is the two theories is this: that the Native.
They had braids and shit. They was.
But Paco, braids is a creation of Africa. Braids have been in Africa longer than anywhere else on earth. So anybody who has braids either come from Africans or dealt with Africans. Or dealt with Africans. And again, let me help you out. In the time of Lucia, just like I schooled you so many times today. That's why I schooled you so many times today.
How you gonna school me on
Paco, Paco, hold on. After I finish this, after I finish this, I'll run down the different ways I've schooled you because it's all written down. After I finish what I'm saying, Lucia, in the time of braids, Paco, in the time of Lucia, braids are not exclusive to black people. You have to understand that. You will find Asians with braids, Asian mummies with braids in that time period.
I honestly don't sweat hair. Y'all know what it is.
But that's what I'm saying to you. So what I'm saying to you is this. What I'm saying to you is this. The Afro itself left Africa when black people left Africa. Over 200,000 years ago. That's why you got sculptures of people in India with afros. You got sculptures.
Show me African with a raw fro that don't got no beard, nigga.
Paco, they all over. I can show you Fijians. Fijians' native hairstyle is the afro.
Big ass afros, my nigga.
All right, and where do Fijians come from? Fijians.
They look kind of more like me than what the fuck
no, brother. It's not about how you look. It's not about how you look. It's about what you are. Fijians are African.
African that can grow a beard with a fucking
Paco. Fijians are African. Fijians are Africans and Asians. That's all they are, Paco. That's all Fijians are. Fijians are Africans mixed with Asians.
They all got the same story. The Mongols came over and took over.
But they don't all have the same story. That's not true. Man. All of them. The Ainu story.
You didn't even read their story.
Paco, I have read these stories. The Ainu story is not the same as the Fijian. The Fijian story is not the same as the Saudis. The Saudi story is.
Turn on History Channel and let them talk.
But we don't let the people from History Channel teach us.
We don't. We
search multiple different.
Just turn it on for me and listen to their stories about how the Mongols came over there and took the fuck over damn near
Okay. And what do I tell you? I'm not disagreeing with you. What I want you to understand is you're talking about 1000 AD. That's the problem with your theory. You don't have it placed in the right place and time to create the narrative, the timeline you're creating.
I'm Manhattan.
Because remember, Genghis Khan is 1100 AD. So remember that. Genghis Khan is 1100 AD. So let's remember that. So we know when the Mongol army was at its height.